Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this session, we are going to do one small activity in DataTables. So that is nothing but we are going to consolidate the data which are available in columns. If you see my screen, so here we have three columns with some data. So now I am going to consolidate all the three columns into a single column. So we are going to see how we can achieve this in this session. So if you observe, while printing the data table normally on the right line screen, so we get the output like this, whatever we have mentioned here. So we can say same format is displaying in output. Okay, so here also in the data table mentioned like this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to display these values in line by line. So like 1 2 3 4 5 6 line by line format. So we are going to achieve this with the help of some activities we'll see in this session. So for now I am deleting these two activities. So now what I will do is, so I will take some assign activities to get the size of this data table. So going to use the assign, and first I will find the column length. So for that I will create one variable here. So here in the VB expression, what I will do is dt dot columns dot count. So this will give the count of the columns. So as it is an integer, so creating the type as int, and in the same way here in this variable I'll create for the row count. So here I'll write the expression is what I did for the column count is dot count. Okay. In the same way I'm changing the format of this variable type of row count to integer. So now we got the size of the data table. So now our task is to print the data in line by line format. So for that I'm going to use this for each row activity. So here I'm providing the dt to my data table, and here in this output index I'm keeping a variable called index. Okay. So now to print the values of the data table which are in different columns, so I need to either use get row item or we can use another format as well. So for writing the data into my output format, so I'm going to use this right line activity. Okay. So I'm keeping it inside the body. So here as we have index variable, I'm updating here. Okay. So if I use the expression like index of 0 dot to string, so this will print the values which are available in index 0. So as we have seen in our previous sessions, so the data table columns are indexed from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3 like this. In the same for rows also 0, 1, 2, 4. Okay. So now if you print this process, so we'll get the values of only column 1, which are 1, 2, 3. So let's see the output. You can see here got 1, 1, 2, 3. Let's check the data once. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So if I do the same way, suppose if I'm changing the index to 2. So now this time I'm going to see only the second column, this third column in my data table. So I will see only data of 8, 9. So for achieving all this, we need a looping statement. So for that, I'm going to use while activity. So to print the data in our design panel. Okay, so I will show you how where we can use this row count or column count. So just go and search for file activity. Okay, so here we have two things in the file activity, so which is condition and body. So I'm going to keep for each loop and totally into my body of while loop. Just drag and drop into the body. So now we have the data here. So we are going to write the condition now. So as we have three columns, so I will create one variable here, which is of type int. A variable called count of type integer. Okay. So which is of scope throughout my process. Okay. So now what I will do is I will iterate this statement. So which I have written here. So index of 2 dot 2. Okay. So till how many columns we need to iterate this, that based on the count of the columns. Okay. So this symbol indicates not equals. So if we give it as equal, so only when the count equals to 3, as we have the count of columns equals to 3 is equals to the 3. So only when this condition becomes equal, the count this while loop condition get executed. So or else if it is continuously giving fail, this will iterate throughout my loop. So this condition will be helpful to execute this body. When this becomes true, the body will get executed. If not, once this condition is failed, the activity will comes out of this while loop. So here we have this activity count as the not equals to column 1. So here we need to change the index. So here what we will do is I will use index of count. Okay. So and another thing what I am going to do is I will initialize this count variable in the variables panel. So to 0. Okay. So now I have the variable. So if you observe this, initially my count is 0. So now when we start the execution, as my count is 0, it will point to the column 1. So it will print the values 1, 2, 3, 4 in my output panel. And in the same way, if my count is incremented by 1, so then my index of 0 will be changed to index of 1 and it will print the values which are available in 5, 6, 7. And in the same way, if my count is incremented by plus 1, so then the columns, the values which are available in the column will be executed and it will print on my right line scale. So for implementing this loop, so once it reaches the count 3 and more, so this loop will break and it will come out of the loop. So to increment this value of count, so what I will do is I will use increment operator. So in the body of while, so here what I will do is I will use one more as an activity. Just drag and drop into this body of the while loop. So just be careful while using this count. So I am assigning the value of count to itself with an increment of 1. So now every time when the loop is executed, once the for each loop condition is completed, this count will get incremented by plus 1 and it will validate the condition. Once the condition is failed, my loop will be terminated and at last So this line will get executed after successful termination from this value. So let's run this. We'll check the output. Now we can see the values are printing one by one. Yeah. So if you observe this, output is in line by line format now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So and it is showing space. So why? Because so this operation index of count will consider this blank space as one value. So that's why we are able to see this blank space in our output line. And if you observe this after 8 and also we can see one blank, two blank spaces as we have three rows 0, 1, 2, 3. So we have two more blank spaces here in the quantity. Thus we are having two spaces here. After that, the condition is failed in while loop, so that is terminated, and after that, so this execution is completed, statement is executed. So like this, we can consolidate the columns of a data table or an Excel sheet like this. So we mainly need to use the conditions and conditional statements. So while practicing all this, we can be able to get multiple objects to optimize this. So to avoid these blank spaces, what I'm going to do is, so I'm going to use one more for each loop. I'm going to use one if loop. I'll write one condition to remove the spaces. I'm keeping it in the for each loop. So here what I will do is, so once I get the value, I will check whether it is blank space or not. So here I'm going to keep the same thing. So index of count, it contains null. So then my loop will move to get executed and it will print my values in my output line. Showing some error. Okay, this is of type object. So now we need to convert this into a string. Dot string. So now it will verify the condition. So if my value is not null, then console gets executed and it will print the values in my output panel. Okay, let's run this. So now we should be able to see the values line by line without any spaces. Okay, let's run this. Yeah, here we can see the values are printing one by one without any spaces. So can observe here. Okay. So in the same way, if you use right range, so there also we can perform this activity. So for performing that activity, you try it once. If you have any issues, please reach out to me. So I have already done that in my projects example, which is under Excel session. So you can find out there if you have any questions, or you can also reach out to me if you want some more explanation on this. So I hope you like this video. Please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.